Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Miami Association of Realtors Social Media Marketing Part 1. This morning, we will be working on our Facebook page, creating a Facebook page, putting in our settings and requirements. On our screen now, note that you have a virtual open house showcase statistics. From May 1st to 10th, we had over 2,300 total virtual tours, over 40,000 visitors to those tours. Take advantage. The website is still functioning as a virtual open house. So if you have a listing, go ahead and add your virtual open house on the MLS. Now, many of you to consider using this should have a Facebook page, a personal one. When you log into Facebook, on the upper right-hand side, you should see a Create button. Social media is a platform that can be used to communicate and convey a message. Be sure to use it to share information on why you like South Florida, what's wonderful about living here, why you should invest, and more. When you're looking to create a page, you would click on the top right here on the blue bar and click Create. You may have the option to create a page, ad, group, event, marketplace listing, and fundraiser. For the purpose of creating a business professional page, you would click on Page. If this option does not appear on your blue taskbar, you can click the down-facing arrow and see if you have the Create button here. By selecting the Create button, you will come to Page and it will ask you if it's a business or brand or community or public figure. You are a business or brand. You're showcasing products and services and spotlighting your brand and customer on Facebook. Once you get here, you would click on Get Started. Once you get started, you can choose your name. Your page name and your category are very important. We recommend that you use your name or the fantasy name you're using for your business on the page name. Remember that this is branding for you, the realtor. If anybody is a team member, remember that you can create several business pages. So you can, in fact, come and create a page for your team. If you are a broker, you can actually create a business and brand page for your brokerage. And if you are still working as a realtor agent that is selling, create one for your real estate agent side. You can have as many pages as you like for business on Facebook. It's free. Alrighty, let's click the back button and show you. Once you get here to click to get started and your page name, requirements. If you are branding yourself with your first and last name, go ahead and put the page name as your first and last name. Say what the page is about. So if it's about real estate, you could put realtor and your name. If you're using a fantasy name, you could go ahead and do so. Remember that this is part of your branding and it will be the name that shows on Facebook. Note that you can actually come and let's say that you use your name is really like mine, that it's Constance, but no one knows me by that name. I would choose what shows on your license and you can put in italics if you like. Information. For your page category, real estate agent. Once you've done this, you should put your office address. So let's say that's my office address. Here's my phone number, and the city is Miami. Note that it says here, don't show address, only show that the business is in the city or state or region. You can choose to do this, but most of us would like to show our office locations as our place to meet. Then click Continue. Once you're here, it does ask you to upload a profile picture. Please note that you could come into the system, click, find your photo, select it, open it up, and add it in. Having a profile picture is very important. A cover photo. If you're looking to create a cover photo and you don't have a way to, note that you can go ahead and use a product like Canva, Ripple, and more. If you're interested in getting photos, you can use Pexels and Unsplash and other items to choose photos. I'm going to skip this for the moment so that we can go and have our page. If you're looking to have online bookings, you can add an online booking. This is a new option. I'm going to go ahead and click Not Now. So what we've done so far is click Create, select Page, and filled out the information as required. Now I've created this one, but I want to switch to my business page. So I'm going to come into here to my business page. We're going to go over the settings for your page. For your business settings, come to the white bar once you've created your page and click on Settings. And here on Settings, note Page Visibility. Make sure your page visibility is marked to Page Published. Regarding visitor posts under General here, I'm going to click Edit to show you. You may want to allow visitors to publish posts, but you may also want to go ahead and review them before they're published. Why? Permitting you to screen what it is that is placed on your business page. Once you've made these selections, click Save Changes. To continue, another place to look at is under Country Restrictions. If for some reason you're interested in a country not seeing your items, you could simply come in here, type the country, hide this page from viewers, and click Save. Of course, that's not what I want, so I'm going to go ahead and remove that. For age restrictions, if you click through, notice that your page is public, which is perfect. The profanity filter. Take a minute and come into profanity filter and set it to strong. If you notice here, it tells you you can choose whether to block profanity from your page and to what degree. Facebook determines what to block by using the most commonly reported words and phrases marked offensive by the community. Once you set it to strong, you click Save Changes. Continuing down the page, many of you may come to class and you may create several of these pages. If you make that mistake, you can actually come and merge them if you've created them in the same format. And then removing the page. You can choose to delete your page. Unpublish it if you want to, but it does take 14 days to delete. Now on the left-hand side, let's go to Page Info. Under Page Info, note that you have a description. Put in a description to the business that you currently have. I have placed real estate instructor because that's what I do. You could put real estate agent, real estate advisor, realtor, which is the name that you have once you've attended new member orientation and done your code of ethics, etc. As far as categories go, I started with real estate agent and someone suggested real estate service to my page. Phone number, make sure your phone number is showing appropriately. Website. I've put in a Linktree address here. Linktree is free, and you can create it and have links to several pages. If you currently don't have a website, all of you should take Matrix 101 and be able to create a landing page for yourself, a business page. If you do have a website, the best thing to do is to open up a tab on the top, open up your website. Once you have your website open, you would copy the URL for your website, come back to Facebook, and paste it in. Remember that this is one more way for them to get information from you and obtain your details. So you'd want that. You want to be approachable. So if you have a website, add it in. This will show in your About Me page. Your email address, your location. Remember, I put this as my address. And then service areas. Though you won't be restricted, you can come in and put service areas. So let's say I want to put Miami Beach, Coral Gables, Doral, Miramar, Plantation, Wilton Manors, so on. Make a list of the areas that you're interested in attracting and come to the service area and add it in. Once you're finished with this, go ahead and click Save Changes. Hours of operation. This is always an item of discussion when we're in the office. If I leave open to selected hours, it means that I'm going to give myself selected hours. Update your business hours so results show when your location is open. What this does is if someone comes to your page and you've put 9 to 5 and they visit your business page at 5:01, it will say currently closed. Most of us don't want that to ever show. So if you're choosing to always be available to your customers, your selection would be always open. Once you do that, click Save Changes. Temporary service charges, if there's any service charges, and impress them. Take a minute and write a short bio about you and your business and put it in. There is a limit to 2,000 characters. This is an optional field, but in certain countries it is required, and it is a great place or way for you to go ahead and have something to explain. So if you've just started your business and you're looking forward to offering great customer service, this is something that you could put there and impress them. Under price range, unspecified. That's my suggestion if you must choose. Products, I don't necessarily sell a product. Privacy policy. Maybe your office has a privacy policy and it's posted on their website. If you would like, you could go ahead and share the privacy policy here. What we have done now has been a part of page info from the settings bar. Next, let's click over to messaging. Under messaging, there's a general section, a starting a messaging conversation, and during messaging conversation. If you're interested, you can turn the start messaging conversation to on and put in a message. To change the message that shows, click change and type it in. What this does is if they send you a message, this is the auto response that would go. Notice that I have mine a little bit in English, a little bit in Spanish, and I've put my phone number, asking them that if they'd like to reach me, that I would prefer for them to do it on my cell phone. How many of you use your cell phone for everything? So you always have it with you. If that's the case, then you might want them, if they're considering sending you a message through Facebook page, to know that they could reach you immediately by sending you a message or calling you to your phone. Once you've typed this in, all you have to do is click on Save. Now back to the left-hand side on top. Templates and tabs. Most of you will show here and you will have a business template. What I want you to make sure is how you organize it. And this will be how people view your page. So if you're going to be heavy on posting and sharing information, you may want to put post first. So if post is all the way on the bottom, all you do is click and drag it to the top. About will be the page with all of the information pertaining on how they can contact you and get a hold of you. Make sure that you have this close to the top so it's easy for them to be able to get your information to get a hold of you. If you're going to be posting photos, let's say of your area, of your listings, etc., and you know how attractive photos are and how easily they attract people, you could move this up as well. If you do open houses or events, add it in. Community is the people that follow your page. Reviews. If you're going to be heavy on videos, you could push this up. There's no perfect order, but what I do want you to make sure is to set aside what you think you're going to be putting on your page and move it up so people can see it. You can always come back to this and change it by coming to Settings and Templates and Tabs. Page roles next to discuss. On the left-hand side, you have a page role area. You can assign a page role. You are marked yourself as the owner, and then you have the list of people and existing roles. If you've noticed, I have my colleagues Robert, Maggie, and Christy as admins on my page, meaning that they can come in, change, post, etc. If you're going to work with someone, you may want to come into the system and add them in. I use my cousin as an example. Let's say that she was going to be editing for me. I select her, and you can choose from admin, editor, moderator, advertiser, analyst, and custom. If I choose admin, they would have the same rights that I do so over the page. If I make her an editor, she can publish content, send messenger messages as the page, respond and delete to comment on the page, create ads, see who created post, post from Instagram to Facebook, and view insights. If an Instagram account is connected to the page, they can post to Instagram from Facebook, respond to the delete comments, send direct messages, sync business contacts, etc. An editor gives them a wide range of things to do. So why are we doing this? Instead of allowing the person to have access to your entire Facebook platform, meaning that they can log into your personal and well as get into the business, by allowing them a page role on your business page, they just, once they accept, they just sign into their Facebook and your business page shows up as an option. Once you do this, all you click is add. Once you've added it, it will ask you for your password. You lot it in, and now they have been added. My invitation is pending because she has not accepted it yet. Once she accepted it, she will show down my list. The nice thing about this is that you are the owner of the page. So if you want to come back and no longer work with them or no longer have them provide you service, or you're disgruntled and you got upset, since you're the page owner, all you need to do is cancel the invitation and in fact delete. So look, like if I wanted to remove Robert, I would click edit and remove. So here under Evelyn, I'm going to cancel the invitation. So I no longer want her to work on my page. I just click and remove. It's that easy. Assign people page roles if you're going to be hiring someone to do your social media so that they don't have to access your Facebook personal page to get to the business. They can log into their Facebook and have access to your page. Continuing. Any questions so far? Alrighty, we'll move right along. Instagram. If you've already created a business Instagram page and would like to link it to Facebook, you would come here on the left-hand side to Instagram and log in. I have already logged in, so I have the basic information from my page, correct? And then this is very important because once you link them, you guys would have a sign in or log in info here. Once you connect them, then from Instagram, from your phone, you can post to Facebook. Synchronizing the accounts allows it to be easier for folks to follow and find you. So this is a great way to generate interest and grow your footprint on the World Wide Web. Continuing after that, there's information here on featured, cross-property, face support, Wi-Fi, etc. This was the settings portion. Now coming back to the page on the top left where it says page, we're going to discuss a little bit about the setup here of the about. Remember your photo that you need to add a cover photo, right? And then there's a little button here. Yours might say edit or create button. Mine already has a call now. This feature allows members to be able to reach out to you, customers. What does this mean? 75% of Facebook users use it mostly from their cell phone. So if you have a click-through button, that means that they can click and contact you in whatever mode you choose. So what can you choose? I'm going to click this call now, and I'm going to click edit to show you. If you have create or join or start or add, just click that. Notice that if they were booking appointments, you could get booked with you. Most of us want to contact you, and the system allows you to put contact us, send message, call now, sign up, send email, and if you've connected your account through advertisement via WhatsApp, it'll have this option. First, you must advertise and have the WhatsApp option for that to show. On the contact you, if you click contact us and click next, it's going to ask you to put a website link. So if you want people to run and get to your website directly from the Facebook page, you can do this. If I click back, the next option is to send a message. If I select that and click next, they're going to be sending me a message through Messenger. So they would have come to my page, click this button, and they'll send me a message through the Messenger of Facebook. If I click back, call now, this is instant. I click next, I put my phone number, and I finish. Just like I have on my page, they would click and immediately be able to call me. Clicking back, sign up, and next. This is sign up. Maybe you have a website link where you have questions that you would like them to answer, or you're capturing data. You can actually do this here. Clicking back, send email. If you're interested in coming to your page, clicking and being able to contact you via email, you would click this and click and add the email address that you would like to send the message to. If I click back, I have this WhatsApp option. This is if you've set up your message to have a connection because you've done an advertisement. I do want you to know that. If you're coming back to our fourth portion or fourth part of this class next week, we will show you how to create an advertisement and how it's linked, and you can link to your WhatsApp. I'm going to click the back button. My preference is call because I think it's immediate. You just have to be aware that if you select this, you will have to pick up the phone. If you select call and click next, click to add your phone number, and you will put your phone number in. save, and you're finished. And you've made sure your button is working. Next thing to show you here is about the About segment. If I click About, please note that I will get to a page with information. When you're here in the About, it says to click Edit Page Info. If you click this Edit Page Info, it will allow you to come back to similar items that we've already worked on from the settings. Just be sure to double check and make sure everything is in order. Click on Contact, make sure that your contact info is working, that your location is correct, that the hours of business are right, and more info. Another thing to make sure to do on this page is, this is the name to your page, but do you see this at Connie Nieto Real Estate Instructor? Please note that my Facebook page is facebook.com/PG/Connie Nieto Real Estate Instructor. This portion comes directly from the username here. Before you create this username, think about it a little bit. I want to show you my colleague Maggie's page actually has here the username, the at, and the same one that she uses for Instagram and for Twitter. I created my page over 6 years ago when I started to work here. She created her page when she started to work here a couple of years ago. And we noticed that it's easier if all of your usernames are the same, or your call names. Why? Because then you could put all the symbols for social media at and one name. If you're considering doing this, wait until you create your Instagram and then come back and add it in. If you already know that you want to brand yourself a certain way, simply click Edit and put it in. If you are not an avid or continuous Facebook user on the personal side, it may make you wait a couple of days, a week or so before you have access to doing this. The system needs to see that you're functioning in it, and then it allows you to do more and more. Once you've created this name, that's your branding. Why is that important? Because everything is driven by this name. Facebook has great SEO and search engine optimization capabilities, which means that this username is very important, that it connects with the rest of your social media, websites, etc., to make sure that you're consistently branding yourself right. An example of this is, I'm going to come into here and search Google for Connie Real Estate Instructor. If I do this search, I get information, and what first appears is my Facebook page. After that, my Proxio showcase, my Instagram, and my information. So I come up on the top. Notice that I've also created for myself a Google business, which is for free. You can create a Google business page for free. But do you see the importance? Facebook comes up first, so this branding is essential. Now, if I type Nieto, which is the exact name on my Facebook Proxio, my LinkedIn, homes, a website I have, Twitter, and then information that I've posted, including my Miami Realtor page. Interesting, correct? And the images, most of them are me or connected to others that I've worked with, right? So this is what we're looking for, someone to come and your branding to derive here. And believe it or not, that's related to this username. Take full advantage of that. Next, make sure to come in, and if you have business details that you'd like to add, go ahead and do so. If you have a start date for your business, maybe the day that you obtain your license, click Edit and go ahead and put the year, the date, and the month so that you have the information here. Notice how you have your connection and information that we've added before. I do want you to know that you have the possibility to adding a story. This could be a little lengthier than just a one paragraph item explaining how you started in the business, what brought you to the business, what attracts you to the business, and what it is that you're going to be offering. I like to show you here an example. If you'd like, take a picture. This is a simple description of a business and what you'd like to do. Of course, instead of putting real estate instructor, you could put realtor. The service areas that you're covering, right? So notice how I put Miami, Broward, and Palm Beach. Well, you may want to come in here and put Miami-Dade and Broward, specializing in, and give detail on the area that you're looking to work. Because you might do Miami-Dade and Broward, but maybe you're focusing on Weston and Miramar, on Plantation, on Davie, on Southwest Ranches, and maybe you also do a little bit of Miami Lakes. So state that. State the area large first, and then centralize where it is that you're looking for. Notice also that I put something here that I'd like to share with you. Is a lot of people think of South Florida and directly think of the beach. 80% of us live west of I-95, so we don't live on the beach. If that's your case, you may want to also feature what it is that you sell. And here I've written a little piece where it says, from its gorgeous sunrises and sunsets, its vast horse country, incredible suburbs, and of course the international flair, South Florida is a dynamic place to live, and owning property is a must. You can use something like this to describe the area that you're working in. Because if you sell Kendall and you sell Davie, and then you come and you put a picture of the beach, is that what you're selling? So make sure that you're focusing on all of South Florida and everything that you're trying to sell. Coming back to the page, you could put that here. After that, let's click on community. On the left-hand side, you should see underneath your name and item community. If you don't, there might be a more button and you can select. What's your community? The people that follow or like your page. Growing likes on your page is not always easy. But if you're a user of Facebook and you have friends, it becomes easier and easier to have and invite your friends. You should all have a portion here so that you could see the friends that you have on your personal page. And if you're interested, you can actually click on See All, look through, and you can select all or look one by one for those that you may want to invite. Now, does this work? Things ends up coming for the customer like a notification. And how many of you come into Facebook, look at that 1 second and continue? So maybe this isn't the most effective way, but you should take this into consideration because you need to grow your likes so that when you post, more and more people see your page. If you're just creating your page, take a minute and like it. Not just follow, like. Next, if this isn't how you'd want to grow and you want to do it a little faster and you don't mind sharing on your personal page, if you click on page on top, you can actually come and copy the URL to your page. And notice that on the top bar, you have an image and this is your personal page. You could come from your business page, click over to your personal page. And if you want to invite all your friends, take a minute and where it says here, what's on your mind, paste that link to your business page. What you could do here is once you see the image appears, simply come and erase the URL that you've added in and place a message for the customer, for your friends. You can do this once a week. Why do this? Because it clearly tells them what it is that you'd like to do. In the other way, when we're looking under community and inviting them, they're going to get a notification that they might just not look at. Or they might not understand, wait, I'm already their friend on Facebook. What is this? Well, here you're clearly telling, please take a minute to like my page. Most of you, if you do this, should have it to public. Since I teach, I'm going to put mine to only me. Why public? So anybody that would come to your personal page would be able to see. I've changed this to show you because here there's no like, but yet when I come and post, immediately the like button appears. So you're actually giving the message of, dear friends, take a minute to like my page, and here's the like. So they can quickly just click and do it. What does that do? It gives you greater possibilities that when you post onto this business page, your friends will be able to see. So you can do this once a week to enhance and grow. So let's see. On my friends page, I have 1,100 friends, and I know that 147 of them have not liked my business. As much as I've tried in the last 6 years and I've gone and invited all, they just don't. So what I could do with a message like this is convey, hey, I have a business. Also, this is a friendly reminder. Don't forget that if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, so you could actually do that. Let's switch back and let me show you. If you don't want to tell them every time to like your business page, from your business page here, copy the URL, come to your personal page, and next week, once you put this in, you can just let them know. Take a minute, put a little bit of hashtag. Why hashtag? People look for keywords. So if they're looking to the keyword that you've written in a hashtag, they might find you. They're also interesting and people look for them. But notice here that I'm very direct and I'm telling them, look, if you're interested in South Florida and investing, contact me. You put your phone number and then you're sharing your business page. So they know that this is coming from your business. Once a week, a reminder to your friends, because friends are usually the first to forget that you're in business. Take a minute and remind them. So you would come in and do exactly this and just press post. So once you've created your business page, this is a way to grow it. Now, oops, I posted something I really don't like, Connie. I have a misspelling. There's several things that you can do. You can click the 3 dots and edit it. That would allow you to come and to edit what you've written. Or you can come click the 3 buttons and actually delete the post. I like to show you those options because any of us can make a mistake. Once you've done this, how do you switch back to your business page? Well, if you click home, you'll see the news and information here on the page of the people you like and what you follow, etc. Correct? And then if I come back to the top, notice that my page appears here. If it does not and I've marked it as a shortcut, I may say it here to the side. And in worst case, I can click the down facing arrow and select to see more. Notice that my page is right here. So 3 locations. From the home, I might see it on my page bar on the side, on the right-hand side. I might have it on the shortcuts on the left. And if not, I can click on the blue bar, the down-facing arrow, and find it up top. So 3 ways to see the information. Now I get to my business page. So I've seen how I can go and grow my community and get people's likes, correct? Oh, this is the wrong one. Let me take a minute here and show you how to delete. Remember, this is the one I created to show you the steps of creation. I'm going to come to settings, and if you make a mistake, you can always come to the bottom. Delete page, permanently delete. Since I had just created, the system does let me remove. And now I have my list of pages, and I'm going to come back to my business page. Something else to note on your page, you need content, so you have to follow other pages. Where do you get content from? Well, sometimes we're not sure where. So if you're a user of Facebook and you open up, you may want to have news so that you can immediately share. So one of the places to come to the top to is actually come and type Inman News. So on the search bar next to the Facebook logo on the upper left-hand side, Inman News, click Enter. You should see the page and go ahead and like it. What this does is this will allow you to see info that Inman is posting, so maybe some of it might be shareable. It'll also keep you posted on what's happening in the industry. Next, Real Deal South Florida. Under Real Deal South Florida, you can go ahead and click like. And here sometimes I like to peruse and look, so let's click and look. I have the Real Deal South Florida. Get your complimentary copy of the magazine. Normally we would have these available at the office. Retail customers wouldn't be able to handle or try on merchandise without it being properly cleaned. Bars will remain closed, the office workers should expect to wear masks, etc. The new proposal, 14 hours ago for Miami-Dade reopening. If you like this article, you can actually come and click. And here is where you start finding content for your page. Miami-Dade outlines a proposed start for Monday, but it's far from a return to normal. So you could come in and see color-coded guides, the county's proposed guidelines for suggested establishment. Hotels are expected to reopen in June, though no date has been provided. Broward County is also expecting to do this, and Palm Beach has already entered in phase 1. If you like the article and you think it's informative, there's a couple of ways to share it. So once you're here and you've read through, which is very important, read through, you can actually come and click on the Facebook icon. And what that does, in this case, is bring you to the real deal on Facebook, not what we wanted. So I think I saw a share button at some point. Here it is. Do you see share and you see Facebook? Let's see what this does. If I click through, this is bringing me to the article, but it's taking me to my personal page. Another tip I'd like to give you. Did you notice how my personal page has one image and my business has another? This is to allow me to always be sure of where I'm posting to. It's something simple, but it may help you in the long run. Now I want to post this article to my page, but not to my personal. So you see how it says share to newsfeed or story, and there's a drop down arrow? Click there and actually come and select to share to a page. When you select to share to a page, it will let you click and select your business page. So you're posting to as you're posting as. And here you can put with this done, notice that I've done some particular hashtags that may entice people to find it. You never know if those hashtags could attract someone. And if there's something personally that you always like to post, go ahead and do so. I normally put live the dream as my personal little slogan. If you have something like that that you'd like to use, go ahead and add it in. So what I've done here is taken the article, shared it, and now I'm going to put it on my page. I come to the bottom and I click post to Facebook. So I have found an article, read it. Why? Because I started to follow the Real Deal South Florida. Continuously adding content 3 to 5 times a week is very important. The more you're out there, the more you're reachable, the more customers will look to you. Being a fountain of information is always a great idea. Put down a list of who you're trying to attract and the people that you're trying to entice to your business page and post for them. So now let's see if that actually went to our page. I visit my page and I want to show you a couple of things. While on your business page, there's things that you can do because you have this business page. If I scroll down, I have an article that I post to be able to show you in our second segment here. And here's my article. So it did come and post directly. So now I am providing information to those that are following me. Remember, the idea here is to make sure that you're providing the customer full of information and data that will benefit them and make them want to buy, sell, and rent or invest in South Florida. Next, another page to follow. Coming back to the top, you're a member of the association, so come and follow the Miami Association of Realtors. Find the page and click like. If you're a Broward member and you like events, click like as well. Continuing, you're a member of Florida Realtors, correct? Type in Florida Realtors, find the appropriate logo, click like. You're a member of the National Association of Realtors. Type it in, select like. Now let's click and see. If I click the National Association of Realtors, notice how they're having a legislative meeting and they're occurring now. Ready to be really productive? They have some information here. Join us in the home front. Leadership info. Let's see if I want to see other posts. Commitment to excellence. Right tools right now. This is one of the things that they're doing for you. So it's nice to keep informed. All right. Now let's come back up and let's go ahead and let's look at the Miami Association of Realtors. If I click through to the Miami Association of Realtors, notice that they have one with 24K. If I click there, I have images, story, right? Recommendations and reviews, hot info. So look at this. If I click through here, I come to this and I see single family month supply, condo month supply, hot markets overview. Monthly supply of inventory is a strong indicator of real estate activity. Top Miami neighborhoods with the lowest months of supply of inventory, at least 100 new pending sales in first quarter of 2020. And here you have a tidbit of information. If you're interested, since we found this article, notice that there's a share. So you would like this to be showcased and featured on your business page. So you would come into here and click share, right? And not on your timeline. Oh, no, no. We don't want this on your personal page. This is something that you would like to put on your business page. Come on in, share to the page that you manage, select your page, and go ahead and add. Type in a message, and then just from following them and finding something that they've had that you would like to share for your potential customers, current or past customers, all you do is click share. Remember that then I came up here and from my story and timeline, I selected I paged, I managed. I selected my business page and now I post. So this is a way for you to clearly get content for your page. So what have we done this morning? We walked through the steps to coming into Facebook. Okay. Creating a page, right? After we created our page, showed you to navigate to and from it. Let's see, let's click home here so you can see it. Most of you will log in like this to Facebook. How do you get to your business page? One way, second way, third way. So I'm going to click to my business page. Not only did we create a business page, I showed you how to add in a picture. Remember that I mentioned Canva and Ripple and other items for you to get pictures here. You can use Pixabay, Pexels, Unsplash to get images. Let me repeat that. Pixabay, Unsplash, Pexels. Why do I tell you those names? Because those are locations where you could get images for free. You can use images that you find there and create yourself a cover page. Why a page cover? Something that's attractive for you to add. What else did we do this morning? We came into the settings area and discussed general items, including profanity filter, visitor post, and what to do to remove or merge a page. On the left-hand side, we talked about messaging and an auto response, the templates and the order that you'd like your page to be in, page roles and how you can actually connect to others that may want to manage, edit, administer your page. Talked a little bit about Instagram. Then we came to page and we talked of the importance of branding, right? And the way to get to your branding when you're at the page is to come to the side and click on About. Before we went to About, we talked about how you could create your button, add the button, and what to choose. I have Call Now, but you can get Contact Us, which will take them to the website, email, or send message, etc. You choose, but make it available so the customer can easily click through and connect. We also scrolled down a bit and we talked about the username and the significance that this has on your branding and on your SEO. I went to Google and showed you my option. Took a minute and showed you that you could write a message here, and I gave you access to my Proxio where I had a little short about me that you might want to entertain to use as an idea of how to create a write-up about you and your real estate. Coming back, we talked a little bit about the area, showed our connection. And then we started to follow. Inman News, The Real Deal South Florida, Miami Association of Realtors, Florida Realtors, National Association of Realtors. Now, for additional information, be sure to follow Connie Nieto Real Estate Instructor, Robert Real Estate Instructor, Maggie Real Estate Instructor, and Christy Dennis Real Estate Instructor. Why? Each of us always post information that may be important and valid to you that you can share. Okay? If you're coming back at 11 o'clock, we will be going over what to follow, how to find information, how to make your page exciting. The routine may be an idea of what to post during the week, right? And then start getting you ready to connect to Twitter if you have a Twitter account. And then preparing you for part 3 and 4. What to expect and how to get ready. So this is almost a couple of days away from the one that's happening next week. So if you're going to take the full series, part 1 to part 4, today was part 1, part 2 at 11, and then part 3, I believe, is Monday and 4. Take time this weekend to start doing this that I've shown you. Create post, share information from your page to your personal page, invite your friends to like your business so that you can grow. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I will be back in half an hour for part 2. And as always, thank you for being a Miami member. We had a great group today. I don't know if you have any questions. If not, I invite you could to come back at 11 for the second part. Thank you. Is there a way to hide the page while under construction? Honestly, Nisa, since you asked me that question, most people don't know that you've created a page. But if you'd like to, you can go and unpublish it. So you would go to settings on the top bar, and the first item on the top, you notice how it says page published. You would actually click there and unpublish your page. And then when you're ready to go, you need to make sure that you go back. The reason that we don't show that is that no one knows your page is in existence until you start to share it. So if you're looking to create it and you unpublish it and then you want people to see it, will you remember to go back and publish it? So it's a choice, but yes, you can do that. Thanks for the question. The recording will be available at Miami Realtors Live. So when you log in to the Miami Gateway, it will be available here. It'll probably take me until tomorrow afternoon to populate. And it's also available on youtube.com/miamitrainers under social media. You will see it as well. Thank you so much for being a part. And I hope you can come back at 11. See you soon.